Hi. I haven't been talking for a while, so the dogs are probably going to wake up now. But hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Go Go. It's 11:45, like as in midnight in Australia. Here, and we are. Microphone in front of my face as usual. God. You'd think I'd be, a bit better. I think I'm getting better at the verbal crutches, I gotta say. I get better at, looking at this camera right here. Oof. Yeah, that would be scary for a pause. So, welcome to the stream. There is, I tell you what, there is a very juicy video that's going to be available in a month. Damn, it was really interesting, and watched completely by short chance. I was just like, I'm gonna do tonight. I'll look at this chick from. I did the new video the other night with Sarah, and for some reason, I'm calling everybody Jennifer at the moment. I'm sorry, okay? Everyone's a Jennifer. Anyway, so Sarah and Tracy, they have a team in Element, but they're also part of the Wolf Pack, which is another team. So I think they're kind of going in together. But they seem to, like they said, they were building before everybody else was building. So and especially what they're doing. Yeah, it's really scammy. Oh, we're gonna match you up and, make you feel successful by, paying you for your boxes and giving you members, and this will be great in a daycare center. Wrong. It's not even FDA approved. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Anyway. I couldn't find Sarah. She's got practically no internet presence, right? She has a YouTube channel. I couldn't find her anywhere else. Which is good because she's been in MLM for a long time. Everybody knows you gotta have a presence on socials these days. Anyway, found Tracy across all the socials. On TikTok, I think she's in Velveeta. She had one of those snappy things, but it's internet supplements as well. So I'm not sure if she's still in Velveeta, but she is obviously in Alameda, and I went over to Facebook. I've been having to go to Facebook. Ugh. It's a tough job. I don't love Facebook, I think I used to spend a lot of time on there, but not anymore. However, I'm Facebooking. So, found Tracy. Guess what? Tracy does practically daily lives. Alright, so alright, well, have a bit of a scam. It is a scam. Had a bit of a skim, not a scam. And saw that there was a video where she was clearly talking about Amit, and pressed on, and I'm like, this is boring. I'm just wasting my time. Oh boy, I was not wasting my time, and yeah, quite interesting. So I highly recommend having a look at it. She calls out an ex-Prove It hun who's now in the anti-MLM space. Could be Erin, I'm not sure, but I've sent it along to Erin, so we'll see, see what happens. Anyway, we're not doing Element tonight because I've been watching this lady on my account, and I started watching her after watching a couple of Gracious Expectations. She reviewed some of the Sciences calls hosted by one of the top leaders called Kristen White. Now she's a public figure. She's the first Britney Hitch, who most people know in the anti and MLM space, you know. However, Kristen's a little bit more under the radar. However, she really left a lasting impression on me. She seems like edifying, which the Huns do not use correctly. It means, you know, brown nosing, sucking up to somebody. Edifying is her favourite part. She loves to be gassed up. She has to be complimented. She ran a training. If I remember, I need to write notes because I keep on saying, oh, I'll link a video, and then I don't link the video. G from Gracious Expectations, who I mentioned before, she did a video where young Kristen, how to edify your uplines. Yeah, right. You know, like what? You got to take care of your upline. The upline needs you, okay? Downlines, you have the power. It's just like the bourgeoisie and the proletariat. I'm sorry, it's a bit beyond some people. High class, low class. Low class, okay? The high class needs the low class and not vice versa. It's just a matter of convincing people of where they sit, okay? So I thought that was really yucky, to say the least. Anyway, was checking on the old Instagram, and she was talking about coming to Australia. Q Sciences coming to Australia. I'm like, oh shit. Another one. Anyway, did a little search, had a look at whether there was a video about coming to Australia, and there was, hosted by Kristen White, top leader of Q Sciences. So here we are. We're going to watch it. Alright, I'm going to put this on the stream. Now, I really hope that this is, like, I don't know, not pixelated, because, you know, I like talking, but I just don't want to waste my time. Okay, here we go. I think it's been a couple of days since I've done the StreamYard. Things fall out of my head. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So this person here, can you see my little mouse? That's Kristen. Don't be fooled. She's pretty nasty, but it's all sugar-coated. It's all like, it's all passive aggression and, okay, let's do it. I gotta turn my music off, hang on. Stop, how do I turn the music off again? Oh, cool. Sorry. Yeah, go brain. Look, I'm having a bit of a rough time with the old mental health at the moment, so my hair's crazy. It was crazier than this, and I went grocery shopping. Jesus. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, guys, I am so excited to be up doing this. Honestly, I don't think I've ever woken up at, I got up at 4:30 my time, and I don't think I've ever woken up that really excited, but I'm ready to go. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. So my name is Kelsey. I am one of Sunny's mentors. I'm an elite leader here at Q. I am a mom of a beautiful little baby named Spray Spray. We call
Can I just say the reason why this girl is starting the meeting? Let's guess. Okay? I'll give you a guess. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know at this point in time, but this is going to be my guess. 1, she's a good brand partner and she has a lot of people under her. You know, she's motivational. She's successful. 2, she's here to introduce Kristen and gas her up. 1 or 2. Tell us in the chat. Ooh.
her named Freya. And I've been in this industry for almost 4 years now. So I was actually with the same company that Sunny was with before. And it's funny because like we always wanted to work together because we were what you would call sideline sisters. So we weren't on like the same team, but we were. Kind of confusing, but you'll get it. But so we were so excited that
Do you think Australians are stupid? We know what the things we've got MLMs. Okay, we know what sideline sisters mean. If you're in the, if you're in the biz, you do.
we're finally able to directly work with each other again. It's like the dream team is together. So I am pumped for this. So guys, I want to show you some of the things that like when I took a look at this, I was mind blown by it. This is very different from our last company. So basically, the history of the company, you guys, the products were actually sold in doctor's offices before through a white coat program, which I was mind blown at because I've never heard, of a company that was in a different, like in the regular kind of or traditional industry before, and then came into network marketing. So since
There's been a number of companies that were sold in like stores, or direct to customers through, normal businesses other than Key Sciences, okay? And also have a look at some of the deep dives like Chelsea's. Who else has done a Q Sciences deep dive? I think Isabella has. I think Julie Joe has. Yeah, it was a product that had a certain ingredient in it, and like there's some really shady beginnings to the products. Have I got a dog? Hang on, I'm on the wrong shoulder. I think this view like limits my look, so you can't see the dogs. Only if they pop up like oh here. I'm bad at left and right. I'm sorry.
then when our compensation plan was made, we've had 1,200% growth since 2018. And you guys, companies are like happy with like 5% growth, 10% growth. So 1,200% growth. Just think about
It's a false equivalency. Okay? A general business is not the same. You have to recruit. You have to. This is part of your business, especially in this one, where you can inventory buy, or what is it called? Rank buy. You can just rank buy. Okay? You don't have to get customers. You can just recruit and rank buy.
that in contrast. It's insane, right? So we're in 24 countries and growing, and we're only 4 years in. We're going to be, in all countries, you guys. I just know it at the rate that we're going. And a big thing with me was, looking at a ground floor opportunity. So when I heard ground floor, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, need a bingo card for this one. They've got the S curve. Check it out. Look where we are. Look, this is where, what? Wherever this X is, it doesn't matter. It's always there. It's always before momentum. Monate has the same one. Freaking Amway probably has the same one. Now's the time to get into Herbalife.
But then when I kind of looked into it, the history of the company that were already established, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a deeper look. And then, I kind of started to understand the business timing of this and how that all works. And you guys, so what is on the screen there is what's called the S curve. Okay. So it shows right where we are with the little X there. that's where you want to join a company like this, okay? So we are right having the fastest and greatest growth that the company has.
A convenient quote. The best time to join a company is during global expansion and a new product launch. Forbes. Okay, well, I can say that you got your sauce. Don't know where the old sauce. All right. We have a sauce in a sense, but it's not the whole sauce. Okay. Forbes magazine, 1974, volume 3, whatever. You need more of an attribution there.
In a given amount of time. So, joining at the very beginning where it's right ground floor, it might be a little bit slower then. At the end when it's saturated, it might be a little bit slower then. But where we are right now, you guys, this is key to getting in a business like this. If you want to go to the next slide, Kristen. Thank you. Okay, so you guys.
Oh, I bet you Kristen loves being on this slide. She is in love with Jake Spencer. Like, seriously. I think she'd leave her husband for him. If everything went right, allegedly. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, okay? Not like she does talk about her husband and her kids on her Instagram, all right? But she just gasses him up so much. It's like, we get it, and Jake. When's this from? You're a granddad. This from your 35th birthday? Like, he doesn't look that young anymore. And Mark Wilson, the man who stares into your soul. Yeah. Look, it's just funny. Because I know that Kristen would be like, ooh, okay, I'm going to make this little slide. And she's like, just measuring it all out. Oh, yes, look, here I am. I'm coy. Ew.
I'm so excited to talk about our mentors here. So the first one, Mr. Mark Wilson, he actually was a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, you guys, which I was like, what? I have never heard of somebody.
Who cares? He was a quarterback. Who cares? What does that mean in business? Nothing.
Like that, starting a network marketing company. But the thing is, you guys, he retired and, he did real estate and then he was golfing and, somebody that really cares about helping people. Yes, golfing is great and to have that time off, but he was like, I want to be doing something to help people. Like, I don't feel fulfilled.
He can still go golfing now. He's not building a team. He's a CEO. You idiots are doing that. No, people who are at the top are controlling other people. The people at the top are the idiots.
Am I going to be doing this for the rest of my life? Just getting up, going to the golf course, and not fulfilling what I have to give to the world. So he met up with one of our doctors and he started this company. And then he met Mr. Jake Spencer in 2018. You guys, this man, so I've heard a lot of people speak in network marketing. When I heard him speak, I could not believe it. The fact that we get to be trained and mentored by this man is, crazy by itself. Okay, he's made over.
And don't tell me he doesn't fucking love that. Listen to the way she's, I've never even heard of her. She's like some, rando person. And she's just, the way she speaks about him is just gushing. And they all do it. And he just must love it. It would stroke your ego for sure, but they all do it with gross Stu and freaking Carl and it's weird. Okay? It's really weird.
Over $30 million in this industry. Think about that for a minute. In 10 years, $30 million. That is crazy amount of money. And we get to be mentored by him. He's our president of our company. So
it just means SFA, sweet fuck all, to your bank account that he's made that. Like, really, it's just, it doesn't matter. Yeah, good, he's successful in this, but he's another right time, right place person. But it doesn't mean that you're going to get that much money. Now, Kristen's on the call. So let's see how much she talks Kristen up.
You know, those two alone were like mind blowing. And then I met Kristen. So I have had, mentors in this industry before, obviously, and they obviously were incredible and amazing, but Kristen had something kind of special. She was a traditional business owner before this. So she kind of brought to us the business mindset.
She was in an MLM before this one. Okay. She brought a team. That's why she's at the top.
First be MLM mindset. So if you've been in network marketing before, you are in for a very, very big treat to understand a world of a difference in this industry, you guys. Like, I can't even tell you how much I've grown in the past 9 months because of that. And this is our full suite of products, you guys. One thing I know I was talking to Sunny about was in our previous company, we didn't get like all these products, you guys. They just wouldn't get approved. But with Q, they do get approved. So you guys have so many products that you can market, right?
Well, they just put out the ones that they want, really. It depends what. I mean, you look at Amway, they've got heaps of crap. Arbonne's got heaps of products. Even Monet's got lots of products. But Elamere's got one. Prove It's only got sort of one. They just have different brands, who cares how many products they have? They're all shit, all right? And, it doesn't mean that they're better, okay? And I think you're going to find that using this in Australia may face some problems because we have stricter standards. Okay, it may be able to be over here, but I can't imagine that it's going to be. I don't know. I think they'll run into some problems until like people may not report it or whatever. So I'll be interested to see if it's all like available in Australia, because I know like Elamere wouldn't be able to be here to access Clarity, not at all. And yeah, there'd be other products that'd be like that. So I might have to do the research and have a look at that. She didn't actually talk about Kristen as much as I thought she would, but I betcha, because Kristen's on the call, she's going to talk. Because this girl's only been in 9 months, she didn't know what's going on. And Kristen is a Ruby, and she's on the council of Warriors. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see just before she's introduced.
Some people aren't as much into fitness and weight loss. Some people love vitamins. Some people love collagen. We have so many different verticals, and I'm going to talk about some of those here now. So the first is the Q Core. I took this a few months ago. I was kind of taking it on and off. I wasn't taking it really consistently. And then the past probably almost month now, I've been taking it. I cannot even tell you how much more energy I have. My mental health has improved so much, you guys. So I am on prescription medication as well. And I literally forget to take it some days because I'm not like, oh my gosh, I need to take my medication. Like,
please don't not take your medication. It's really dangerous to stop if you have, like she mentioned, mental illness just a second ago, and then medication. So, if I miss my medication, I know about it, I'll tell you. And it's not healthy. It's not good to do that. And to say it out loud it's not good practice as a health professional. I know they're not health professionals, but they're pretending to be.
Because I feel good. And it has kind of 4 products in one. So the first one's actually extensively studied brain health product. That one is the one that, I think has helped me most in this package. The Biotics is a pre-probiotic for your gut health. And then we have the Align, which is for inflammation. They call it the silent killer because a lot of people don't really understand that they have inflammation. And as soon as you start taking it, you really notice that you did. And then our digest was actually just added to it. I have had so much.
That inflammation is the silent killer. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, an app. Like, you can't get heaps of free apps that give you this crap.
stomach issues since I've had Freya, and they're like gone now. It's insane, you guys. And then we have our Cupid. So
What'd
when
she
I saw
just
this,
say?
this was really one of the things that I was like, okay, I'm going all in and I'm doing this because package. The biotic is a pre-probiotic for your gut health, and then we have the Align, which is for inflammation. They call it the silent killer because a lot of people don't really understand that they have inflammation, and as soon as you start taking it, you really notice that you did. And then our digest was actually just added to it. I have had so much stomach issues since I've had Freya, and they're like gone now. It's insane, you guys. And then we have our two.
She's saying her stomach issues are gone since having her baby and because of this. Is that a health claim? I think it is. Oh no, I'm putting my night cream on, so I can't hold my post-it. But a health claim. Whoop, whoop. Health claim. It's my health claim alert.
So when I saw this was really one of the things that I was like, okay, I'm going all in and I'm doing this because with our previous company, we didn't really have that, fitness aspect to it. So when I saw that we had our own fitness app for our company and that, we actually taught people how to change their lifestyle, not just how to, take a supplement and, you're on your way and that's it, because there's so much more to it than that, you guys, especially when it comes to fitness and, if you're wanting to build muscle or weight loss. And Kimball and Stacey, they know it all, you guys. You get your own personal trainer with this app. I can't even tell you like how amazing it is to talk to my personal trainer about me specifically.
What are their qualifications? Are you able to give us that at all? You saying they know everything is not really a qualification, but instructional videos from your trainers, specialized meal plans, accountability and connection to your trainers, support. I mean, you could get that from a Facebook group. You can get it quite cheaply with a reputable company and PT, not Brittany Dawn Fitness, something where they do actually do these things, but they're not trying to sell you a pyramid scheme.
Rather than like having a robot that just general messages, I'm like, I don't even want to talk to this thing. Like, it's been absolutely insane with it. And you get videos, you guys, that you can follow along with, which is huge to me. Learning to do the moves properly so you're actually getting results. You're not getting injuries. This was one of the like deal makers for me. Yeah, thank you. And then our collagen. Okay, so you've probably heard collagen. It's like a huge buzzword right now, but it is for a reason. But the thing is, not all collagens are made equal, and that's something I've really learned. Ours is one of the only full matrix collagens on the market right now. So that means that it has multiple types of collagen, where other ones might only have one or two. So that was something I was like, oh, I did not know that, because the different kinds of collagen in it do different things, you guys. It's medical grade, okay? I have saw other companies claiming they're medical grade, and theirs actually aren't. So that was one thing I was like, okay, is this actually medical grade? And I looked and it 100% is.
You wouldn't have a fucking clue about that, except that you've been told that it's important before this, That's just bullshit. I don't believe it for a second. But she was talking about how it has two different formulas. I have to research that one as well.
And it's liquid, so the absorption is higher. And then
You
we
can
have
get
two different kinds. So
you can get liquid collagen elsewhere for a cheaper price, and you're not supporting an MLM.
the one you see on the screen there is for hair and skin more. And then we have one for fitness, which I've tried and I loved. It actually really, really helped me so much with my energy too, and even my brain health. And then our spray by
Your brain health. How do you measure that? What's your control group? Like, that was a big claim, big health claim. Wee-haw. I can put my health claim up now. Because I finished lotioning my face. Health claims. Ooh. Oh no, my hands. I've got to put my classes in for tomorrow, so my iPad's here because I'm going to write my class, like, instructions out for tomorrow. And my dad's got, he had some, like, localized like little cancery things, like nothing bad. Like he just, surface things that he had to get cut out, and he needs me to change the dressing, which I am not looking forward to, but I'll help him because he can't reach it. It's on his back. He'll do anything that he can reach.
Vitamins. Okay. So everybody's favorite is the sleep spray. Well, maybe not everyone, but it was mine. I definitely used it last night before this. So basically, you guys, what these are is they're a vitamin that you just spray under your tongue. So the fastest way you can have something hit your bloodstream is through IV. So obviously, that's why when you go to the hospital, they give you an IV, right? Because it gets there fastest. I know that.
I'd be interested to seeing if there was any product they had that's similar to Elamir, because this is similar, like the same idea with sublingual. Under the tongue, Elamir reps. Can we do under? Sub means under, not on top. Stop showing me the fucking top of your rep, the inside of your mouth. I don't want to see it. Yeah, just to see if there was something, because there's some vitamin B12. I'll have to have a quick look. But I mean, regardless, saliva is always in your mouth, and it's part of your digestive system. Yeah, it does hit certain places that don't if you just, swallow it, but the digestive system is always involved. All right.
Nobody wants to be carrying an IV around. So the second fastest way is actually under your tongue. So that way you can use, our sleep spray within a few minutes. You're like, okay, I am ready to go to bed. And it doesn't leave you groggy. You get up in the morning, you're not, feeling like you just took a heavy sleeping pill. We have our boost spray. We have the C plus, the B12. We have so many different kinds, and I wouldn't be surprised if that grew soon. And our terpenes. Okay, these are so cool, you guys. So I was like, what the heck are terpenes? So basically, an essential oil. So for example, say lavender, the thing in the lavender that would help with like calmness and stuff is the terpene from it. So we actually get the terpenes directly. And then with our BioSync technology, we can kind of change how it works. So we have one for sleep. We have one for pain. We have one to create one. I'm so excited to try that, you guys, for helping focus. And then the chill is like so many people's favorite. And it helps you kind of with feelings of anxiousness. And we are the first people to have this. So that is huge from a business perspective. And then, the second big thing.
I don't really understand terpenes. I'll have to do a little bit of research. It'll go on my list. Look, I'm writing a list. See? It's in a little skull post-its from Killstar. Love Killstar. Oh, that would be my dream, like sponsorship. Inflammation is the silent killer. Different types of collagen, and WTF are terpenes. And let's have a look at this guy. Stephen Kimberly. I wonder if it's the same dude who was always with him. They love that. Former senior editor at WebMD. I don't know if that means anything. Capitalizes on market trends with cutting edge products. That's not a qualification. New markets and verticals coming soon. A bit too much jargon in there, lady.
When I saw the slide and I was like, okay, this is very, very different than other companies, okay? This is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. You guys, he is a naturopathic doctor, okay? And he met Mark when he started the company. And one of the things that really, got me was he said, if we do this, I'm only putting out the best of the best. Like, we're not putting out a product just to kind of sell it and whatever. If we're doing this, we're doing it the right way. And hearing that, I was like, okay, this isn't just like, another business where they just want to sell stuff. They actually want to change people's lives. And being the former senior editor.
She reminded me that I have to take my antidepressants, so that's what I was doing. This is just water. Yeah.
At WebMD. Think of the studies this guy has saw, right? Like, if you want somebody approving and formulating products, it is this guy. Okay. He's also he's done internal medicine, right? So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. And he's always innovating, you guys. There's always new verticals coming in. I know with like other companies I've been with, or the other company I was with, there was never really different stuff. But with this, we get different things, and we have a wide, population of people that we can market things to. So I am going to now introduce you to my friend Caitlin. Okay, this girl, I can't even say good enough things about her. She is like my hype girl to the nine. She
Why is Kristen Wyatt in a cave? Like, is she in her evil lair? It's so dark. Like, I understand it's probably like, uh, early morning because they're American and they're trying to, uh, oh, I think I saw that girl on Kristen's stories. They're trying to pitch to Australians, so they're doing it in an hour, but I don't know, switch on a lamp or something, Kristen. You look like, I don't know, Dr. Evil. That's not a current, uh, whatever.
was in the top 1% of our previous company with me too. She's an amazing servant leader, and
Oh, I hate that. That's kind of my weasel word, servant leader. Mm, mm, mm. No such thing in an MLM. No such thing. Sorry. No, don't accept it. And she just said that she'd only been in the company for 9 months, but this other girl was in the top 1%, which means that she just didn't lose any money. She made more than $100 or something like that. I did try to look for a Q Sciences income disclosure statement, but I don't think they've put one out.
For her to hop up at 3:30 her time and get on here, I'm so proud of her. So Caitlin, if you want to kind of give us a little testimony, that would be amazing.
Hey guys. Okay, so as Kel said, it is early here. But honestly, I'm so happy to do it. I'm so freaking proud of Sunny, first off. I'm very excited to be seeing her grow like this and just being able to offer her something that I have found in the last 5 months has been the most supportive, loving, exciting, and just amazing community that we have. Like, I've never seen anything like this before.
You've been love bombed, and that's ridiculous. Because you probably said that about your other company.
But before we get into the whole community aspect in the company for that part of it, I want to talk about something that I really love, which I kind of mentioned at the beginning before we kind of recorded this, was our sleep spray is one of my favorite products, guys. Like, it might be 3:30 in the morning right now. I'm going to take that bad boy and I'm going to sleep like a rock, and I'm not even actually going to be tired tomorrow. My two boys won't even notice the difference in me, which is super amazing because that spray is absolutely like, I've never ever tried something like that. Like, literally, you can try all the sleep aids out there, but you will wake up groggy. You will probably not feel like yourself.
Yeah, Valium's fine.
But for me, like, I wake up and I'm like, okay, let's go. I'm ready to do this. Like, and I probably why I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like, okay, let's go. So that is one of my favorite products. The other one,
You woke up because this is an opportunity to get an Australian team underneath you and you'll earn money. Sorry. I'm reaching over my iPad. I apologize. It looks weird.
that Kels did mention is the core, because that one's a mental health focus, guys. Like, you just, I've never ever taken anything like it. It literally is like mind blowing how much different I feel, and I was consistent with it for the last 5 months, which has been great, because I struggle with mental health. And so for me to say that, like, this has literally helped me focus in on like what I need to focus in on and like help me like on a day-to-day basis is amazing, because there aren't many things out there that have helped me like this, and I just feel so much better on it. So
She's vague enough that she did talk about mental health, so maybe there is a health claim in there, but that is not a replacement for any sort of medication that is going to correct the, imbalances in my brain. Okay. I have a medication that is fantastic. Okay. Prestige 100 milligrams. I've been on it for nearly 2 to 3 years, and I only found it when I was 40. How the fuck did I even survive until now? Like, I had some pretty low times, I gotta tell you. And I mean, I self-medicated with something else, and that's why I'm in opiate treatment program right now and successful and not abusing any over-the-counter medication except for my nasal spray, okay? Look, I don't care about the 3-4 day thing. If I have a blocked nose, the only thing that fixes it is the friggin' nasal spray. I'm sorry. I'm abusing my nasal spray. But it works, alright? And it's not dangerous. It's not, like, killing me, alright? Like an addiction, other addictions can. So, yeah, I don't really like when people talk about, a supplement replacing their mental health medication. It's very good. That's why we go to doctors and we get a diagnosis and we get a treatment. Don't listen to this. It's too vague to be pinpointed.
Going in to the actual community that we have and just like our company aspect, I am so grateful to not only have Kels as a mentor, but also Kristen. And the fact that these girls are willing to do this with me, this Zoom is like a literal testimony in itself, because we have this support for everybody. It's not just Sunny, it's not just the next girl. Like, they do this for every single person that came in. Like,
And why is that? Well, you know what time it is. They stand to benefit from any win you have is their win.
I came in and they did a webinar like this. They helped me. They got me set up. They've helped everyone that I've welcomed in my team, just like Sunny. And I love that because it's literally all in the same, but the systems here are plug and play. Like, what you are watching is literally as simple as our systems are. They are, you get people plugged in, you get them, just literally the information, and from there they decide, which I think is so cool because it's not a factor of push or like, oh my god, you need this. It's a, here's the information and you tell me what you want. And that couldn't have been more simple to me. It was one of the things that actually sold me on this company, because how can you make it any more simple? Like, literally, how can you make it any more simple? And the fact that this is just how we do it. So I'm just super excited about this. I'm so incredibly grateful for both of these ladies. And you can bet your butt that they will be here to help you, just like me. Literally find success in this, which I love. So I'm going to pass it off to Kristen, who, as you've heard, is freaking amazing, guys. But she is literally somebody that when I first heard about her, I was like, this can't be like a real person. Like, she's one of the most humbling people. She won't tell you this, but she's also on equity council. She's a top 10 income earner with our company, guys. She's just one of those people that comes by herself completely humbled. She's always a servant leader. So
Ooh, they are laying it on thick with her. I didn't expect it to be this thick, to be honest, but she told them, you better be edifying your leaders, and that's what they're doing. She's not humble at all. She's a very arrogant woman. And all of this, they can say, thanks for being on my live or whatever, opportunity call. It's because they stand to gain something from it.
freaking amazing, and we are so fortunate to not only have her background and education in the field as a traditional business owner, but also the fact that she's even willing to share all that with us, love on us, and support us like she does. So, Chris,
Ew, love on them. That's MLMs have ruined that phrase, honestly. And well, she's not in a traditional business now, so she must not have been very successful in a traditional business. I can't remember from anything else I've seen whether I've heard her talk about it, but she was also in another MLM before this one. So it doesn't mean anything that she was in, you know, other business before this, because they're not the same. This system is completely different from other businesses. Like, it's not a flex.
Kristen, take it away.
Oh my gosh. Hi, guys. Okay, this is so cool. I can tell sometimes a little bit when Caitlin's talking, she has a little bit of an accent. And I really just want Sunny to do this entire presentation so I can hear her talk all day. Because that's, I think, one of my favorite parts about expanding internationally. No, I'm kidding. I so appreciate being on here. I feel honestly just honored to have been asked. Caitlin and Kels are
What were you kidding about? That's weird. And I don't know what she was talking about. Accents.
extremely capable leaders, and they're top leaders in my organization of thousands. So the fact that they still even want to include me.
So humble. I've got thousands underneath me. So humble.
It's awesome. And they just made me sound way cooler than I am. So don't get too excited. They flatter me. No, but I'm gonna wrap us up tonight
because they have to flatter you.
I just want to share with you guys a little bit. Everything that Kel said and everything that Caitlin said, that was a lot of why I came here as well. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I came from traditional business. So I owned and operated my own brick and mortar business. Sun up to sundown, it was me, myself, and I, right? Like if somebody doesn't show up, I have to fill in their spot, so on and so forth. It wasn't until I got pregnant with my son that I even discovered the power of e-commerce, because I knew I needed to add another layer, another stream of income. And now, fast forward, that was 7 years ago when I started to discover the validity of this industry. I used to kind of make fun of people in this industry, not in a mean, that sounds horrible, not in a mean way, but I would be working my traditional business. And then I would come home from like sometimes 60, 70-hour weeks, right? Like, you don't even know if you're going to be able to take a paycheck when you have a personal business. I turned a profit after a year and a half, which is a long time, right? And even after I sold my company, me and my husband always worked a ton of hours at our separate careers. It was like high and by in the hallway. That was our marriage base.
I've heard this part. And yeah, great. Sorry, I'm trying to install this friggin' keyboard so I can type up my lesson a little bit easier. If you had a brick and mortar, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like you were that successful at it. And based on what I've seen so far, I imagine that you would have been pretty hard to work for.
Basically. And so here I was pregnant. I'd come home, open my computer, and it was like everyone and their mom was selling me things. And I'm like just trying to look at their cute kids and they just want to sell me things. And so that's why I'd kind of like roll my eyes, because I was working so hard. But then, being pregnant, noticing, I don't know if it was the hormones are kicking or what, but I swear to you guys, my husband and I, it wasn't until I got pregnant that I even realized I had this kind of grand plan or idea in my mind of like, what if we both could be present parents, or which one of us is going to see our kid walk for the first time, or anything, right? And so that's what opened my mind. And I realized kind of how ignorant and how uneducated really I had been, because you don't know what you don't know. And so discovering the validity of the industry was one thing, but to then now find a company like Q that to me reminds me a lot of my traditional business background, because they run things very simply here, like Caitlin was saying, and that is huge for me. And very similar to what she said as well, you know, we're not here to convince anyone of anything. This is an exciting time right now in Q, but it's okay if it's not for you. That's why we have such incredible products. You can try a product, support Sunny, see what you think. You get we have a full 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try a product, empty the bottle. If you hate it, you can get a
How easy is it to get a refund?
full refund, no questions asked. But I will say,
Yeah, and also I don't buy her like, oh, I was sick of getting sold to, and then I, wanted to do this, that, and the other. Oh, this freaking keyboard is not connecting to my iPad. Ugh. Okay. Sorry. I was a bit distracted then. But also, thanks for the mom shaming, as usual. They love to do that. And, you know, I've said it before, you can be a present parent and be working. And some people have to, in the multi-level marketing industry, only 1% of people turn a profit that is of any significance, and only the tippy top, like yourself, with thousands on you, very, very humbly, that you can stay at home and the husband can stay at home. I'm pretty sure her husband is also a rep. Oh, do they have a binary system? I think they also have a binary system, so it allows stacking. So of course, Kristen is top of that. She stands to gain so much by being on this call. Of course, she would be here because she strikes me as a little bit of a control freak. She got to make sure that the tree's good, the binary, the downline. These poor girls probably. Okay, the smarminess is evident to me all of the time. I cannot imagine what she's like in private.
as Caitlin mentioned, I'm on what we call our equity council. And on the last, kind of like a board of advisors, if you will. And the last board of
I thought she was so humble she wouldn't tell us about that. Didn't you say that?
advisors meeting where this was spoken about, they let us know, I think we had like less than half of a 1% return rate. So not very many people return, but it's there and it helps you to feel a little bit of a less risk.
That makes me think that it's difficult to return things.
But specifically, I don't know where all of you guys are at, but I want to talk specifically just for a second about the expansion that's happening in Australia, because out of the entire country, you guys, there's only one leader that's broken into some of the higher ranks. Now, our company is so ground floor, we don't have anyone yet even at the top of our comp plan. But if you are like me and you have more traditional business values, or you're thinking of
You've been in Q Sciences for 5 years and you were in another MLM before that. You're not from a traditional business background anymore. Okay? Whatever you had before, business has changed, and it's not a comparison. And also, if you haven't made it to the top of the compensation plan, doesn't mean anything really. Okay? It is a ground floor opportunity for the Australian market, possibly. The way that it's building at the moment too, because they're getting big teams come over because they allow stacking and that sort of thing. I don't think it's sustainable. I understand why people are coming over because when you bring a team, you can stack it however you like. You get the fast start bonuses, etc., etc. It's not sustainable. And that's probably what's happening with iGenius as well, with all those people. Veronica Bay, she's going to have a really, really good stash of money to start with, but I can't see it being sustainable. And she'll just move on because she don't give a fuck. I think Kristen's pretty diehard. She's top of the compensation plan, so you know, she doesn't have much reason to leave. It'll only be when it's on the decline because I think she'll be loyal to herself. Maybe Jake.
This as a second way to add additional income to your family. Saturation is a real thing, just like Kels talked about. And when you're the first person to bring something to a brand new market, and in a compensation plan like the one we have, where you get paid on every single order that comes into your organization, there's a lot of power in that. So I know Kels talked about the power of the timing in queue.
Every single company, you get paid on orders. Like, if you didn't, it would be a pyramid scheme. Like, you have to pay. You get a commission on product. Like, duh.
But I wanted to kind of add another layer to that with the timing specifically in Sunny's organization, because when somebody gets started here, the very kind of top spots in their organization are a little bit coveted. I would tell you guys, we'll have to have private conversations one off, and y'all will have to remind me to ask me, about the people at the very top of my organization that now have a lot of an organization sitting underneath them now that I've been with this company 3.5 years, right? Because that's how our compensation plan is designed. But I want to show you guys
3.5 years, sorry. She's at the top. Like, we know. We've been known. And what else did she say? I'll have to have a conversation with you offline. Why? Why can't you share that?
I'm going to pull the slides right back up real fast so I can just close this out. But I wanted to show you guys the simplicity of it, because Q kind of runs like an Amazon Prime model almost. Okay. Normally it's $100 a year.
Not the same thing. Absolutely not the same thing. And this is not a good like analogy to use in Australia. We don't have Amazon Prime like that. Amazon's quite new to Australia, and yeah, it's not a good analogy, which is great because people won't understand it and they might not get tricked into doing this. Here's hoping.
Once a year, you get a whole business app that you can run your business from. You get our fitness app that Kels talked about, one of our favorite components. Me and my husband have been on a fitness journey ourselves. And that app has been so pivotal into making it simple. Plus, you get free shipping all year. So it really is like an Amazon Prime kind of membership. You get your e-commerce site set up for you. It's all built for you. So people can go to your website, order something. It will drop ship straight to them. No packaging or labeling or trying to sell products out of your trunk or anything weird. But because our owners are who they are,
no one does really that anymore. Everybody deals with like online orders. Very few people do sell their products. They don't sell them like in person. Most everybody does online orders because it's so much easier to do. It's one of the pluses in the business. So it's not a real concern. It's not a real comparison that's happening.
They kind of foresee a lot of things. I swear they're 50 steps ahead of the majority of other people in business. And they see the writing on the wall with inflation and everything going on in the world today in general, not to mention just the state of the world, especially where you guys are at. It's different, right?
Where we're at? What the fuck do you know about that? I'm sorry, that made me a little bit angry, but they don't have a clue. Okay, they just want to sell this product, this idea here. Okay, that's all they want. It's all about the money. We've been knowing, but also I've been saying this on my videos. My union has negotiated a 12% pay rise over 3 years, and because of inflation, we have also got a clause in that enterprise bargaining agreement that has a cost of living proviso to account for inflation. Okay? Yeah, MLM doesn't have that, all right? And even though you haven't released an income statement, the FTC and AARP study have shown that people in MLMs overwhelmingly lose money or don't, or just, get nothing, earn nothing. Okay? She's talking about something she doesn't know about. And they wouldn't think that that would happen. They always dissing that sort of 9 to 5. And even though it's a government business, so it has maybe more checks and balances than a traditional business, it's the same thing. Okay? They target a lot of teachers because they don't get paid much. And in America, that might be true. I'm not 100% sure. Okay? So I'm talking out of my butt here. But as I've said many times, I'm on 6 figures now. I make a very comfortable wage for where I'm at, what I'm doing. I don't have any kids. I don't have a husband. I rent, and uh, I have government housing, like teacher housing, because we live in a town that sometimes has very expensive housing and very cheap housing. So, and I'm not here permanently, so I want to move. I don't want to buy a house in this area. So um, teaching is quite lucrative where I am. Your pyramid scheme, allegedly, is not going to entice me, all right? Because we're already doing those things. And you just, maybe selectively ignorant, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Maybe she just doesn't know. But she's a traditional business expert, apparently. Sorry, I got really angry. It was frustrating to hear her talk about something that she doesn't know about, and that the fucking CEO and whatever he's, the co-founder, president, those dudes don't know either. They just know wherever they go, they're going to make money because people are going to get recruited because of people like her.
And then what I'm experiencing. It just is. And there's no way for me to fully understand or for you guys to fully understand. But our owners running a global company, they have to think ahead. And so they decided, as of just the other day, to slash the yearly fee, which was only $100 a year for all that. I think my Amazon Prime membership was like $120 and all I get is free shipping, right? But they decided to slash that fee. It's now just $20. $20 for the year, and they did not take anything away. They didn't take anything away, and it's kind of just who they are, and ensuring that people are able to get started to do this right. And just wait till you guys see the 2 new verticals, completely new product verticals that we're going to be going into for 2023 that will make it so much easier for people who don't have a lot of extra money to maybe.
What's a vertical? I mean, if this is an opportunity, cool. I don't know what a vertical is.
Maybe use some money that they're already using on certain things, but now be able to apply it to a Q Sciences product. It's going to be massive. But like I said, not everybody's looking at this from a business perspective. So I will quickly say that as a business owner, like I mentioned, in my traditional business, it was all me. I love that in our compensation plan and with our company structure, we have an entire department at Q Sciences Corporate. Their sole job is to help me retain my own customers. They help take care of my customers for me. Like, I would normally do it all myself. I'm happy to do it, but they give them rewards. Me as as an ambassador.
I can understand that. You're really busy living under a bridge and scaring children away. But I don't know. This is just, if you retain, that's all money. Of course. You know, they save so much money on advertising because you do it. You do the advertising for free. She gets paid a lot, but you know, everybody else advertises it. So they've got money to spare for this kind of crap. Of course. A lot of it seems like it could be automated, except maybe, well, I imagine the beginning complicated stuff would go to a human with customer support. Order management, you know, I don't see this as being like, wow, wholesale price, you know, like, yeah, in a traditional business, you might have to do that, but I'm not that impressed. That's what I'm saying.
I get rewards, and I'm like a rewards hoarder. It's bad. I'll like stack up hundreds of points and then cash it in for like 7 of the, sleep sprays or the cores or whatever. My husband's like, why did you order 7 of the same thing? I'm like, because I could. It's like Christmas.
Yeah, that's weird. Product hoarding or whatever, inventory loading. But they don't need to do that, really. Maybe she's using them for giveaways and, for customer free stuff. Oh, there's a dog. Okay, I'm gonna pat a dog. I'm gonna keep going but pat a dog at the same time.
It's very exciting for me. But you earn rewards, so you can cash them in for free products. You have your own customer support team, your own way to log in and manage your orders. You get our same pricing, so it's not more expensive for you just because you don't want to go the business route. And then I mentioned earlier, we have that 0 risk, right? So 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. I love having, even down to the fitness app, having this couple help talk with my customers on their health journey with their meal plan and their workouts. And that's less that I have to do and more time I can spend with my family. So that 50-50 partnership with corporate has been huge. Okay. Really quickly, I'm going to give you guys a snapshot of what it looks like to earn an income here. And the reason I want to take a second to do this is obviously we could go on and on about the products. Obviously we could go on and on about how this all works. We just wanted to keep this short and sweet to give you guys a small overview though. So just know when Sunny gets back with you guys, you'll get connected to one of us and you can really go into detail on all the questions. But we keep our compensation plan really simple here. It's a 1-page document. We only get paid 4 ways. So 2 of those ways are actually just by selling product. If you have people that, let's say we do an event like,
it's only products and it's only recruiting. But she said something else. Oh, the compensation plans are on 1 page. Still hard to read.
like this. We have events like this all the time. Me, Kelsey, and Caitlin. Let's say you come to the next event we have and you bring a friend with you and they decide they want to try the sleep spray because they probably hear Caitlin talking about it again. We're all a little bit obsessed. But let's say they want to try the sleep spray. They can go to your website, order a sleep spray, and you can earn 2 ways just off of customers ordering from your website. You can earn commission, plus you can actually rank up on our compensation plan just by getting customers. In fact, you can go to the top of our compensation plan without having to recruit a single person, without having to build a team. You can just take the whole pot of your customer volume that you have, and it assigns you, as you hit each bracket, it assigns you a set pay amount. There's no like guessing what your check's going to be or average incomes or anything weird like that. But I think that's so great because some people don't want to build a team or they're still growing and learning what that looks like to recruit in this industry. So to be able to sell a product to help the people around you just organically.
I don't often hear them use the word recruit. I wonder how much pressure they put on them to sort of grow, but it all sounds pretty nice at this point in time, but wonder what it's like when they're in it. Love to hear from a former Kristen downline. That'd be great. That's what Gracious Expectations and I could do a little collab on.
And still make such an incredible income was big for me. Now, if you are like me and you don't just want maybe an extra supplemental income, but you would like to have a little bit more of that flexibility, the leverage. By the way, me and my husband did get to see my son walk for the first time. We have a second son now. And it's because of this industry that we have both been able to be present parents.
Parents who work are also present parents. That was difficult to say. Parents who work are still present parents. You can watch them walk another time too. Like, they keep walking, like if it's a one-off. Yeah. But, like, generally, you keep walking. It's pretty good. I don't know. Like, I don't have children. Obviously, I have a different point of view. But stop parent shaming, please. It is okay for people to work and have their children in care, okay? Or possibly with grandparents or whatever, okay? Or one partner goes to work, and that's okay too.
But if that's the case and you're like that, you're going to want to build a team. And in Q, it's not really about choosing one way or another because our system is exactly as they mentioned. You're going to expose people to this and let the chips fall. Some are going to want to go the customer route and some are going to be like you and I. And they're going to be more business oriented and they're going to recognize the timing and they're going to want to help other people as well. So when they do, just know you get paid on all the orders that come into your team. So if you've been in this industry, you'll understand a couple of these things I'm going to say. But if you haven't been in this industry, I'm going to sound like I'm speaking another language here for a second. But just know our comp plan is paid on infinite levels in depth. There's no breakaway. There's no charting. There's no having to figure out where everyone is and certain people having to hit certain ranks in order for you to hit certain ranks and 15-page PDFs that you're trying to decode. It's very simple here.
Because they have a binary system and everybody stacks.
Everyone in your team that brings in orders themselves, sharing with customers, building their own teams, all of that infinite levels in depth goes in a pot and it determines your set pay residual amount, like I mentioned. I think my favorite part about that, though, not just the fact that it's a set pay amount, so you don't have to guess what your check is going to be. My favorite part about that is the bonuses we have because we have additional one-time bonuses, which is great. But specifically our fast start bonuses, we have weekly pay here. So these bonuses can stack up and I can help somebody get their investment back as quickly as next Friday. I can help somebody get a return on their investment the next Friday and so on and so.
It's interesting that she's saying, I can help them. Sounds like she's pretty involved and, that's falling apart because the tippity tops, they stopped being involved. And now we're getting hit with Tony's tips. Tony's tips. Tony's tips. Okay? It's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Please watch Savvy Writes Books review of Tony's book. It's amazing. Like, seriously, it's freaking hilarious because it's so poorly written. That woman is not very smart, okay? She's just lucky that she got into Monate very early. I think she's the best person. I don't want to see her tips or her tits, really. Not that she's showing much either way. But yeah, you have to stay involved. So maybe that's Kristen's little way of getting success.
So for now we're starting to address the cash flow concern that so many people are feeling the pressure and the weight of right now. And that was so important to me. Now, this is our compensation plan chart. Like I said, it's just a one page. We do have another video where I break this whole thing down in like 9 minutes. And we can, if you're a numbers person like me, you have to ask for that video because we can really like nerd out together. When you fully understand and grasp it, you'll see how insane.
I love when they do things like I'm a nerd because they want to pretend that they're smart. I guess when you have been getting the money and you've been in it, you know the compensation plan. Might have to watch that as another one just to get the lowdown on it. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty lucrative, but at what cost? The cost of always having to be above somebody. There's always going to be someone below you who is losing. And if you can live with that, then, that's fine. It's gross, but it's fine.
Insanely generous this compensation plan is. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up exactly what Caitlin said. Perfectly segued into what I wanted to kind of end with. And it's the fact that we do keep things really simple. I know we say that a lot, but that's because it really is. So many people come in here and go, I feel like I should be more anxious, or I should be doing more, or am I missing something? And it's just the simplicity of it. And I think it's because of the traditional business values of our owners and wanting to train people as traditional business owners. So we will onboard you, we will train you. It's very plug and play. There's a reason, you guys, why Sunny has not had to say much during this entire webinar. Granted, I wish she would have because her accent's amazing. I love listening to you talk all day. Plus, she's so smart. I mean, you guys know her. She's a businesswoman. She gets it. Their family, they know what they're doing. They don't do something half, right? And they definitely don't do something without looking into it and doing their due diligence with research. So she could have done this entire presentation, but that's kind of the point. She shouldn't have to. She just partnered with us. So you shouldn't have to learn flashcards, every single product that.
Because I think, again, Kristen needs to be in control. So, of course, she's going to run this with other people. I wonder who this Sunny is. Wonder how intoxicating her accent is. I don't think. For some reason, the Australian accent to me just sounds like when you see it in a movie up against an American accent or a British accent, I think we just sound like so common. Seriously. And I could get broader. I can get way broader. Okay? You know what I mean? You got to get nasal as well with Australian accent.
We have, and be as smart as our Dr. Kimberly with his white coat before you can make a dime here, right? That's why we have the layers of support. That's why we have all the tools that you need to be able to make an income before you know everything. And that was big for me. Now, lastly, this is very, very important. So if this is the only thing that you remember, I want you guys to hear this if you're considering this from a business perspective, specifically because of the market that you're in.
She's about to talk about culture because that's what's on the screen, but this is the thing she wants you to remember as a business person, the culture. Because this is where you get love bombed and manipulated, trauma bonded with, etc., etc. I wonder where. Yeah, look, Kristen's in there. Look at her. Can you see? Here she is, next to Jake. You know she wants to be right beside him all the time. Any Q Sciences Huns wanna drop me a DM? Tell me what you think about Kristen. Please. Do it anonymously. God. Get a sock account. Tell me what you think about her.
It's very important to Q Sciences, I think, because our owner did come from the field, that they collaborate with us. This group that you see, I'm right there in the middle, that's our owners, all of our operations team, all of our customer service agents, some of our, not all of them, but all of the directors of our different department heads, along with top earners in the company that earn these spots quarterly. You quite literally could come in and in a quarter be assigned to a company council where your voice is heard. And because I'm on a council, that means you get to be heard as well. I can't tell you how many times Kels or Caitlin or other people have given me ideas and I've taken it straight to our VP of product development.
And have you attributed that? But it doesn't even matter if she has attributed that, because she would say she'll get the credit as the upline. But of course this corporate staff is with you. You make them a lot of money. Okay? They gotta keep you happy. And you know what it is. You know what it is. I knew she was in the middle. She's like, there I am in the middle, next to Jake. Did you see me?
The corporate partnership, the access, because of the way our compensation plan is designed, all volume counts. So yeah, you bet your what you know what that
Also, they actually have, I think, incentivized trips to corporate. You can earn a trip to corporate. As a teacher, I can pretty much just go to, I don't know, the regional office. Like, I can go to my regional office without having to earn anything. It's pretty good. No, not that I've needed to go.
that if Caitlin wants to get you connected to our very top earner in the top of the company, she absolutely would get on the phone with you because of the layers of leadership that we have. So to be able to have a voice, I think the most important thing is making sure you align with the company's values, but being able to have a voice is a part of that, not just doing whatever you're told or being surprised at conventions when a product comes out. How about trying the product beforehand? How about beta testing it, seeing if it's a good fit, giving your feedback? I can't tell you how many products since I joined that I've tried, tested, tasted, voted on packaging, et cetera, et cetera. So it really is a 50-50 partnership, and knowing that I align with their values of keeping family at the forefront, right? Keeping those, what we call them the 5 F's: faith, family, friends, fitness, finances, all in that order was really, really important to me. So, okay, I'm done. Thank you guys so much. I could be on here with you all day. I so appreciate you guys hopping on, spending your evening with us. Sunny's going to reach back out to you guys, ask all the questions you need. She's got the business app. She can send you product info, but also she's got us in her back pocket. If there's something she doesn't know, she can come to us. We'll answer your questions. We'll get connected in a chat. But ultimately, if you're looking at this from a business perspective too, you're going to get connected with Caitlin, Kels, myself. Let's get your questions answered. Let's have a candid conversation about what this might look like for you and your family, especially before Sunny really goes even bigger public with this. You guys were the first kind of group of coveted people that she wanted to make sure looked at this first. And so I know that you guys mean a lot to her, and being able to have those top spots in our organization would be huge going forward. And then it'll only kind of snowball from here. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will all talk soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there. It looks like an interesting watch. Okay. I don't like her. Based on what I've seen, on the few videos I've seen, because I had to say that about the other ladies that I've been watching this week. There's been some nice ones. Even Joey from Element, I know she's like exploiting the shit out of everything, but she loves her dogs. Her dogs are very cute. And, there's people in Elamir who are obviously just, sweet old ladies who don't have a clue. have been told to do this, and this because these other people have been desperate to get customers so they can rank up while there are no customer requirements. And I don't like what I see. So, same with this woman, Kristen, I don't like what I see. Based on what I've seen, I don't think she's a very good person. She might be, I don't know. But she sort of tells on herself a bit too, you know. I'm very humble, but I have thousands under me. Yeah, gonna have to keep an eye out for Sunny and maybe do a video on her and check out the compensation plan and try to explain it myself. I'm bad at compensation plans. I'm sorry, I'm bad at them. My brain hurts and I'm like, there's too many tables. What's the bonus? Anyway, it's very late. I'm still working on my lessons for tomorrow. I'm tired because I live in a small town and it means I have to go grocery shopping in a bigger town, which is about 45 minutes drive away, and I'm tired. Anyway, have a good everything, and remember the words of Diana. Can you don't with all the MLMs, please? Can you don't? Okay, with all that. And Q Sciences, please stay out of Australia. We do not need you, and especially Kristen with her little hooks. Ooh, she was happy. She's like, ooh, I'm gonna make some money. She already makes a lot of money. So I don't know. Do you just get? I just can't understand anyone who just has so much money they couldn't even spend it as much as they would try. Uh, it's a hard position to relate to, really. Anyway, and be nice to people. After I've been like ridiculously nasty. Oh, and I do apologize for getting very angry, but like you don't know what you're talking about, and your leaders don't know either. Okay, most people think that Australians have kangaroos in the backyard. We have cities. I do, yes. I have lived in houses with kangaroos in the backyard. It's a cliche. My bike just fell over. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. All right, good night. Bye. Now I have to press. Now it's the awkward time between my mouse getting to the end broadcast. All right, bye.